Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. In this segment, talking to our dear friends at the American Heart Association as they annually do the New Orleans Heart Walk coming up on Saturday, November 19th at beautiful Audubon Park. Free activities beginning at 9 a.m. with the actual 5K walk beginning at 10. It's truly, if you know someone who's been touched by any cardiovascular or just heart disease or has just been impacted in some way, and I guess maybe if it's something in the family, or if you know somebody and you want to come out and support. There's, as we'll tell you in just a little bit, so many amazing statistics that for people who have heart disease, and we're actually today so blessed to have a survivor. And I'm happy to be joined by Dr. Cheryl Martin-Schild, who is with Tulane Medical Center, and Miss Essence Harris, who is a survivor now for 17 years. And congratulations, 7 years?
Yeah,
right? 7 years, congratulations, and great to have you both on here. Dr. Cheryl, tell me a little bit about your involvement. Obviously, we've been talking a little bit beforehand. You've been at Tulane for quite some time, and a local from New Orleans. Great to have you here. Tell me about what you do, and you're involved with the Heart Association.
I'm the director of the stroke program at Tulane, and when it comes to stroke, about 25% of strokes are caused by direct effects of the heart.
Right.
Whether it's the structure of the heart or the function of the heart or rhythm of the heart that leads to clots that form and travel to the brain, obstruct vessels, and cause damage to the brain resulting in stroke. So it's very important to protect the heart. That is the first P of stroke.
And I love how we were talking before, you said it all starts with the pump.
It all starts with the pump.
It's so true.
Right.
There's some amazing statistics in regards to the number of people impacted by heart disease.
Almost everybody is affected by heart disease in some form, and stroke is the #3 killer, and heart disease #1. So it's really important to prevent.
And what are those things that we can do? Obviously, good physical activity, obviously what goes in needs to be, what your input has to be good, and good heart-healthy foods. And I know that at the Heart Walk itself, there's going to be tons of information for people to gather that. The American Heart Association has an amazing website with all the information, but it's never too late.
No.
And so people really need today to hopefully inform themselves, educate yourselves on ways that you can do some preventative, be proactive instead of reactive.
Absolutely. Hypertensive heart disease is a spectrum which starts with high blood pressure and ends with heart failure and other complications like stroke. And so the most important factor is to maintain a normal blood pressure, and that's a blood pressure with the top number less than 120 and the bottom number less than 80. If blood pressure were controlled across this country, I would probably be looking for a new job.
How does New Orleans fare? I mean, we live in this great culture of laissez-faire, kind of free-flowing. It's different than maybe other parts of the country, maybe not. How does New Orleans fare?
Well, it's bad. A lot of it's genetics, and a lot of it's that birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah,
so the high salt content of our diet that we enjoy so much exacerbates blood pressure for a large percentage of people.
Right.
Having excess weight causes the blood pressure to be higher. Having excess body weight causes the blood pressure to be higher, and then the alcohol excess use that is common here drives
Smoking
blood pressure
and
further.
And everything, all that has to play a part of it. Well, the nice part that we have on this show is that we have the opportunity and many times to hear some great survival stories, and Miss Essence Harris is no different now, a survivor for 7 years. Tell me a little bit about your experience.
Well, at the age of 30, so now I'm 37 and proud to say that. But at the age of 30, very active, very fit, working full time and doing all those things, being active, eating right, didn't have high blood pressure or cholesterol, so I wasn't your typical patient, not overweight.
You were not even on the map, right?
Right.
On radar.
So after a lot of persistence and talking to doctors that, of course, said, girl, you're too young, you depressed, maybe you are having panic attacks,
right.
That kind of thing. It couldn't be heart disease, but after a series of tests and being very persistent, they came back and found severe blockages in 2 of my arteries. So as a result of that, yes, have to continue to work out and exercise and eat healthy and just maintain a healthy lifestyle. So it has definitely changed my life. Of course, at 30, in the prime of my life, didn't think I could be hit with heart disease.
But Essence, is that something that runs in the family as the result of that? Because it obviously wasn't a result of your diet or anything that you had done. Am I correct with that?
Right, that's correct. And as the doctor mentioned, you know, it's I guess a large component of other factors that,
Sure,
you know, affect those with heart disease, but I didn't have direct heart disease in my family history. But of course, you know, living in New Orleans with all this great food, we do have the cholesterol, the diabetes, you know, the high blood pressure, but I did not have any of those typical symptoms. So that's why they thought, it couldn't be heart disease or any blockages.
Well, good for you for your persistence, because obviously it potentially saved your life.
Oh, definitely, it did.
And it's great to have you here. So all of this, everybody at home, is why, for Essence story alone, as long as the countless stories that we have for those who have had heart disease, who are survivors, this you know, amazing, and may I say thanks to Entergy for for allowing you to come on today. How long have you been with the company?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes,
Okay.
We'll
let our friends, they're fellow friends. We love Entergy. They're good friends. We can't do anything without them. But at the walk coming up, there'll be a ton of stuff going on: cooking demos and chance to meet survivors, and a cadre of information and content that will hopefully inform you about how you can live a healthier life. And the best part about it is that we're going to be allowing you, we're going to truly allow you, but we want you to do a 5K walk with us beginning at 10 a.m. It's going to be on Saturday, November 19th at beautiful Audubon Park. There'll be activities starting at 9, and of course the 5K walk begins at 10. Yours truly will be the MC. They were really scrounging at this point, but no, it's truly an honor. We love everybody, Wendy and company at the Heart Association. They're wonderful people, very passionate about New Orleans and more so the program. You can call for more information, 830-2306, or feel free to check out their website, which is neworleansheartwalk.org. Again, neworleansheartwalk.org for more information, information on how you could sign up and be a part of this amazing event coming up on November 19th, because it's important, Dr. Cheryl, people get out.
It's very important to support efforts to improve community education about heart disease and how to prevent it, as well as stroke, and also to raise money for clinical research.
Sure.
There are so many improvements that are needed, and it's clinical research that drives those discoveries, and that is not done without cost.
Yeah, and you know, people feel, they know that it's going to make a difference. And there's been so much advancements. You know, it doesn't necessarily bubble up, unfortunately, to the, you know, the news all the time. But every aspect, particularly in heart disease, they're making progress. They're getting closer. But it takes us on the front end to be more proactive and do the things to not allow ourselves to get there, but to come out there, raise money, support it, because the dollars do make a difference in the community.
They absolutely do.
Absolutely. And in essence, I know that you're going to have probably a good contingent of people out there who prayed and cared and wished best for you, and they're going to be out there. We're going to have the Essence Harris group in full force. That's fantastic. And we need everybody to come out there in full force. Again, it's going to be on Saturday, November the 19th at Audubon Park. Activities start at 9 a.m. with a 5K walk beginning at 10. Please get out there. For more information, go to neworleansheartwalk.org. And Dr. Cheryl, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Thank you for your commitment. Thanks for what you're doing at Tulane Medical Center in Essence. Great to have you here. Truly great to have you here, and continued success to you as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, same here as well. Thank you as well.
Live prepared, not scared.
Live prepared, not scared. That'll be my motto for the day, more so of the week. It's going to be a great event. Again, the Saturday, November 19th for the New Orleans Heart Walk. Thanks, everybody, for watching this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time.